Okay, so guys, I am the trainer here, and I had 2.5 year experience on Data Cloud and Agentforce. Agentforce, I don't have the 2.5 year because it was launched last year October, and I have 9 or 10 months experience on the Agentforce. Okay, so we will start from scratch. Before that, I have one question: what is the Data Cloud? Who can tell like what is Data Cloud? Data Cloud old name was CDP. You are working from very long time on Salesforce, then you may have idea about this CDP, customer data platform. Okay, that time it did not have that much of capability. Now some new capability they have added in the CDP, and some new things, new AI things they have added. Now the name is Data Cloud. Okay, and this is also I can say old name. Now new name is Data 360, and very soon if you are this is the chart where Salesforce is changing. It's all the application names. Sales Cloud will be the agent for sales. Service Cloud, agent for service. Data Cloud, Data 360. This is the chart someone shared on the LinkedIn. Then I cross validate. I got the mail from the Salesforce side, and this is the exact name which Salesforce is planning to. So Sales Cloud will be the agent for sales. Revenue Cloud will be the agent for revenue management. Service Cloud, agent for service. So similar Data Cloud, Data 360. So agent force is also very important nowadays. Okay, we'll go one by one. First use of the data cloud is unified the profile, or we can say profile unification. Second use of data cloud is the unstructured data processing. Third use of data cloud is the agent force. And fourth and overall, the all the AI capabilities are available in the data cloud. So what does it mean? On the okay. Here we have available Einstein Studio. Okay. This is the main place for the AI things. Here we have the retrievers. These are for the unstructured data process. Model library. All the models are available under this model library. Okay, and here we have predictive models. We can do the prediction also, and three types of prediction we have here available. Let me show you. Binary model, multi class model, a regression model. Okay, these are the generative, so similar to model library. So if suppose my company is using any AI things, AI means LLM model, which is not available here, and company has already paid that some amount to that LLM model, so we can add here. We can call that model here also. We can connect. Okay, so we have configure that model. Oh, sorry, this is for the. Let me add. So you connect your LLM model. Okay, here you will have to provide some details. Once you provide your detail, that LLM you can call in the data cloud, and you can use that LLM and on any other places also in the agent force or any other places. Okay, so this is the main thing for the AI, and other thing are available. This is the process content where we can process the unstructured data. Unstructured data means PDF files, Word files, MP3, MP4, all the files you can process. So you can process here. So document AI, intelligent context. Previously we used to follow the RAG process. If you have watched some video on the data cloud, then you will understand the what is RAG process. That was very long process, and the we were not able to get the correct response from the AI. Now they are changing that process, and now we have intelligent context. Here we can upload the documents, and we can connect any SharePoint. If we have document available on SharePoint or any other places, we can connect and we can process that data and we can validate. So here I can validate my data. So this is the this we will discuss later. Means we can get the response like this, because this is something how it store the data. So it creates some chunks, and this much of data available in this chunk. And so this is the main document which I have uploaded. and here it is storing like this in chunks. Okay, if I ask the question, show me, tell me. So it is saying $12, and from where it is coming, it will show you chunk sequence 5. So from the chunk sequence 5, it is providing the response. You can validate this. Okay, once you are good with this, then you can use this any other place in the Agentforce or any other AI means places. You can use this. Okay, now same question. Now, what is data cloud? Did you understand something about data cloud? Okay, we'll discuss about data cloud again. So data cloud is something we can ingest the data from multiple sources like Facebook or LinkedIn or any Google ad. From these platform, we can ingest the data in the data cloud and we can unify the profile. So profile unification, what it means? Okay, let's pick some LinkedIn. You have created your profile on Facebook with the name of Vikash. This Vikash. And LinkedIn, you have created your profile Vikash Sharma. Here you have given one contact number, and here also you have given one contact number, which is not same. Address. Now I run some ad. Anyone is there who is not working on Marketing Cloud? Okay, so what Marketing Cloud does, it send emails and some run some campaigns. Means some push notification or emails. We can generate the leads and we can sell the product. Only two use cases is there. So some advertisement. If I search something here, if you see this is sponsored means someone is running the advertisement. Okay, I searched this one and suddenly it came. It is showing a sponsored result. Okay, let me search. So similar to this one, you can see the sponsored related thing on the LinkedIn and Facebook also. So what companies do? Companies pay some amount to Facebook or LinkedIn, and they can run the ad on their platform. Okay, so you click on that ad, or you if you are interested in this, then you can fill out the form. You can fill out your details also. Okay, so similar to this one, you have these two profiles. If I need to understand, like you are the person and you are single person who has created your profile with different name, different details. So how I will identify? So if I see your name here, Vikas is available. Here is available Vikas Sharma. So name are not matching. Okay. But if I see the contact number, this contact number and this contact number, this is also not matching. So vikas@gmail.com, vikas@gmail.com. But this email address and this email is address is matching, and this address is also matching. So it means the final profile I can define that you are the single customer who has created the profile with different name, a different contact number, but email and address are same. So single profile I can identify. This is the unified profile. The final profile you can define based on this reconciliation rule. Reconciliation rule means here you define what name you want to get. Okay, here last updated most frequent shows priority. If you select show priority and you are defined I need the name which is available on the LinkedIn, so it will pick this name and this contact number. So final profile will be like this. Final profile I can say the unified profile. Okay, so now I can use your profile to send some offers using the Marketing Cloud. Okay, so very simple. Okay, so we ingest the data. Suppose we are ingesting data from multiple sources, Facebook, Instagram, or any Salesforce CRM. We ingested data from here, and in the identity resolution, we defined how we can unify the profile. Once we unified the profile, then we publish that profile to the Marketing Cloud, and we can run the campaigns. Okay, so how data comes? So here, data stream is the first step to ingest the data. Then the DLO, DMO. So a DLO, DMO means data lake object and data model object. And you will also see SDMO, shows data model object, and UDMO. unstructured data model object. Okay, so data is streamed to DLO, then DMO, then we use some profile unification thing. So we call it IR. Then we segment the data. Then we publish the data. Okay, so this is the complete process which we use to publish data on different platform, and we harmonize data. So this is the profile unification process which we use in data cloud. But the AI things, AI capability related things, that is completely different. Okay, if we are processing unstructured data or AI related data, then that process is different. First thing, this is the search index. Second is the data graph. Data graph we use in the Agentforce. There we use some AI capability. So what is AI capabilities? If you see this icon, this is the Agentforce icon. Okay, here these options are available. I have been able, that's why it is visible to me, and I can ask this any question to this one. Okay, so I have asked this question, show me top 5 opportunity based on amount. So it is just searching and all the object and all these things, and it will provide me the result. So if you see, it has provided the result to me. So this is the AI thing, the AI chatbot, we can say, and this is very important nowadays. Many companies are looking for the Agentforce developer and data cloud developer. So currently, both profile are different. Agentforce developer is different, and data cloud developer are different. So two profiles are available. Companies are looking data cloud developer, or they are looking for Agentforce. But after 1 year, I am 100% sure people will look for the single. They will merge both the profile in single, and they will ask for the Agentforce and data cloud developer. Yeah. So this is the unstructured data, and this is for the normal DMO and DLO and DMO. Source DMO, what it means, if we are ingesting data from any other platform from database. Let's suppose, let me check. Yeah, Heroku is available here. Okay, now I have this option. Okay, batch and zero copy. So if I select zero copy, in that scenario, whatever object I am selecting, these are the SDMO, source data model object. Okay, once data will come under the this data cloud, these are again the data lake object and this. And zero copy is very important topic, because data cloud is very costly software. If you make with single mistake, it can consume lots of credit point. Okay, if you see, so let me show you the billing also, the data cloud. $500, if you spend $500, then you get 1 lakh credit point. Okay, so this is the credit point which Salesforce charge. So if you are processing data from internal source or external source, internal source means Salesforce CRM, then it is zero charge. You don't need to pay. If you are ingesting data from external source like Heroku or any other different platform, then it will charge you 2000 credit point to process 1 million of rows. Okay, in the data transform 1 million rows, 400 credit point. So this is for the production, and this is for the sandbox. And maximum it consumes here profile unification for 1 million rows processing, 1 lakh credit point it consumes. So this is very costly. Companies purchase this software after 1 month or 2 months. They focus how we can reduce the cost on data cloud. And if you by mistake, if you process any data here, it will consume a lot of credit points. Suddenly all the manager and seniors will get the notification that how this much of consumption has been done in data cloud. This is means you need to more focus on the how you can reduce the billing and how you can do the perfect development in this. So any question here? So we will discuss more about all these things, the data lake object, data model object, data governance, search index, data explorer, Einstein Studio, the semantic layer, this identity resolution. So many options are available here. So Agent Force, I'll cover two use case. In these two use cases, you will understand entire thing of the Agent Force, because some scenario you need the Apex and LWC knowledge also. LWC is very rarely required. Some high level use cases it is required, but Apex, if we are unable to do using Flow or Prompt Builder, then we go with the Apex. So Apex, I will not cover. That's why I am saying I'll show you the complete process how you can write the Apex using the Chat GPT, Gemini, Copilot, whatever AI thing you are using, and you can use that apex in the agent force. So I'll tell all the process end to end thing in the agent force, and you easily can understand that like what is topic and what is actions and all this thing. If I show you, this is the builder. This is also the agent force also dependent with the data cloud. If someone is try to activate agent force, first they will have to activate data cloud, then they can activate the agent force. Without the data cloud, no one can activate this one. Okay, so this is the UI where we build the agents, the AI thing. Okay, these are topics and all the setup, and here you can validate the things how it is working. If you type how it is responding, so all these things you can validate it. Okay, any other questions, Vikas? Okay, actually, I'll provide you the data cloud agent for access, and that will be valid for 1 year. If you will not use that or continuously
For
for 30 days,
30 days, then it will disappear.
okay, then it will expire. Yeah, all these things I'll show you. I don't have the marketing cloud access, complete access, but I'll show you where once you publish data from here, how it will look like, how it where you can see that data. Because the marketing cloud is very costly. That's why I don't have the access of. So from here, I'll show you how you can publish data on the marketing cloud. You see, this is connected with the marketing cloud, and this is the business unit which we have defined for the activation. And here in the activation target, you can see this has been set up, and we are publishing data into the this one, the marketing cloud. Okay. So I'll show you from this side, and the it will be visible directly in the audience builder, the contact center. So there you can see, and under the share data extension, customer 360, it will look like this. Okay, I'll show you that point also, but complete thing on the marketing cloud I cannot show you. If you say that how we can run the campaigns or all these things, how we can send the email or push notification, that I'll not. And I'll highly recommend you, if you are going to continue or not data cloud, but I'll recommend you please learn this data cloud and also the agent first. Both I'll highly recommend this one, data cloud and agent force. If you are going to continue on this institute, then that is also fine. If you are not going to continue on this institute, any different institute, then also I'll recommend please learn data cloud and agent force. If you want to stay in the IT industry next 7 to 8 years, then please learn these both the technology. Okay, thank you everyone.